ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਵਰਕਰ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਕੈਨਬਰਾ ਮਲਟੀਕਲਚਰ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵਰਕਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਇਨ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਇੱਕ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ ਤੇ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਤੇ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ। Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Before we commence, I'd like to pay my respect to the past, present, and future traditional custodians and elders of this nation, and the continuation of cultural, educational, spiritual, and practices of Aboriginal Torres Islander people. We value of their lives for this city and for Canberra region. It's an honor for me to host such an important event like this. And it's really crucial to be aware of our rights at the workplace and also in this country. Please give a great round of applause to Ms. Lyndal from United Worker Union, who come here and took their time from busy schedule and going to train us and give us an education for workers' rights in Australia and the discrimination of the workplace. Without any further delay, I would like to call Ms. Lyndal to come here on the stage and start this beautiful evening. Thank you.
Thank you for such a lovely welcome, Cami, and to all the organisers of this event. I understand that being part of a community and keeping yourselves organised requires a lot of volunteer effort. And so I very much appreciate being invited here today, and I hope you find the presentation useful.
Hello guys, basically Lyndal has covered mainly three main topics, and where first one was Commonwealth rights. So in that one she has covered employment agreement, industry award, enterprise agreement, and superannuation. And secondly, she has covered national employment standards. What that is basically, she has described how it applies to all the workers, no matter where they work. And she has covered the topic of annual leave and industry rewards and wages. Lastly, she has covered dispute resolutions, and where basically what that means is you will know what to do when there's a dispute. Basically you can bring that to your supervisor, and then if your dispute doesn't get resolved, then you bring that to the higher management. Then if nothing works for you, then there's the option for you to go to the Fair Work Commission. And so these kind of information has been covered in the seminar.
One more question, like suppose my wife, she's working at an aged care,
Yes.
as an aged care worker. So what happens is, just to clear her 3 months of, right now we are in a process of applying for 91 visa, but the thing is that she has to work 20 hours a week to fulfill that criteria.
Yes.
So what's happening is, once she was about to join that aged care center, they told us that she'll be getting 20 hours minimum a week. So now what's happening is she's just getting only 10 hours, 12 hours. So we are not able to meet that condition. So in that case, how can we fulfill our criteria?
It's a really serious, urgent problem, right?
It is.
And there is a process for dealing with it. So you raise your concerns, you've done that with the management. What did they say to you? Did
They say that that's what we can do, because as we come to know that aged care worker, there is a shortage of skilled workers right now.
So that is the process for any dispute that you have for work. But of course, most people don't know that, or they're scared, or they give up. You know, because you're not confident of what your legal rights are.
Guys, Lyndal has also covered a topic regarding discrimination, and where basically what that was around was creating condition for the employment which you cannot meet. What that means is basically discrimination can be based on the age, gender, religion, or it could be anything related to so if someone is disabled. Say basically these are the topics are covered regarding discrimination, and she has also covered safety at work. That includes like long hour, too much work, and trip hazard, and bullying and harassment at workplace.
Leave is your annual leave, and there's some rules around your annual leave. So if you want to take annual leave, you make a request for annual leave, they cannot unreasonably deny you annual leave. So an employer might say, if you're working in Coles, in the bakery at Coles, I can tell you now, you're not going to get annual leave at Christmas time or Easter. That's not an excuse. They have to find the staff. It's not reasonable to expect if you've got 30 people in the workplace that all want to have, you know, the 1 day off leave, then they can say no. But generally speaking, they can't simply say no because they haven't. What sort of things do they say? What do bully bosses say?
Or they don't say anything.
What they say? What they do?
Sorry.
What do they do?
They just ignore.
They ignore. So
And sideline you kind of thing.
yeah, ignore you.
Yeah.
So if you ask them something that's like you haven't spoken,
Right.
or they might say, "I'll fix it tomorrow." Do it tomorrow. They spend a lot of time going, "Yeah, tomorrow. I'll fix it tomorrow. Tell me tomorrow."
Situation goes into within the serious misconduct piece.
Yes.
Right? Let's say the employee sort of does not agree with what's going on,
Yes.
and or if there's a false allegation, right, or something, then what is the recourse to that?
So that's an unfair dismissal. So you can make an application to the courts for an unfair dismissal. It costs about $55-60 to make an application for an unfair dismissal.
The super, let's say, was about $300,000, and when I went to take it out, they said you either leave it with us, and we pay you until you die, $1,050 per fortnight. I said I can't even live for a week with that money, and then they said, well, if you want to take it out, so $20,000 charge removed from the total amount.
Is that because you're very young?
No, I'm 69. I was 68 when I retired. No, that's fine. It's good to be young and look old. It's all right. But that's what happened, and I was just sick of it. I just said, get the hell of it with it, take the money out and walk away. But this is what happens if you're not aware of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can happen to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was aware of it, and I was sick of the workplace as well.
All our members.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Looking for a job, like aged care, if you got certificate 3 or 4 and looking for a job in a aged care sector, so you can contact Mr. Santosh. So Santosh, please come on the stage.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Kami and Lyndal for organizing such a wonderful program event, and it's really relevant and it's really worthwhile, and we learned a lot from the program today. And we 24 Care Australia, we also have we are looking for the staff, and if anyone interested to work with us, we have a community nursing, we have disability services, and we also send a travel nursing to the regional areas. So if anyone is looking out for the jobs, we really have a lot of vacancies, and we are most happy to train the staff, and we also provide buddy ships for the staff in care sector, disability sector, and in community nursing. and we have more than 120 staff working in Victoria, NSW and in ACT. Also, we have this beautiful community hall. We have regular trainings during the daytime. If anyone is looking out for a training hall or some program hall, we most welcome to book. And it's also used in the evening and weekends as a party hall for the functions, small and big, large functions, and for the birthday parties or any kind of functions. It can be hired and used, and it's more for the public. So we just have a very minimum discounted hourly price, and we could also give a reasonable price if anyone is looking out for the hall. So thank you so much for the beautiful evening.
Young Punjabis overripe. They're about 20, 21, 22 with a license, and they say they're going to work. But people who are offering the jobs are sometimes from our own people, and they're offering them like, I get $20 an hour, you can work. If we do wrong to our own, do you think they're going to do better for us? No. So if I become a good person, the world is a better place. So if we all do good, the world is a much better place. So if we can support each other first in that. I've been here 37 years now, 35 years. And I came with a law degree with 5 languages, 8 years United Nations. Applied for a job. Thank you very much, you're too overqualified. For 6 years, I started doing lawn mowing, I started doing carpentry, all that. And eventually, suddenly, the immigration and foreign affairs asked, oh, you have your documents from 6 years ago, would you like to come and work for us? I said, no. I said, I'm a contractor now. And then you sell yourself to the best price you get. Today, if I'm called to go for a job for 1 day, it's $650 a day. So, if you stand right, believe me, we will all succeed. But if I'm going to take advantage of someone who's new here, he's going to take advantage of the next one, and it will become the same thing as we have experienced before. Thank you very much. Allow me to.
No.
If you've got businesses, please take care of your own people, at least, so that if they're treated bad later on, they know what to do, as she says. Otherwise, if you do it, it says, oh, it's something everybody does, so let me do it as well. So let's stop that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All that bullying and harassment, because we don't know our rights actually. That's the most important thing. Before even signing our job responsibilities and all that, we should know our rights. So no one can harass you, no one can bully you if you know your right as an employee, So that's all I want to say. Just know, read all that, whatever your rights are. Nobody can harass you, nobody can bully you. So that's all. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
It was a wonderful event. We learned a lot from Lyndal. Thank you, Kamiji, for calling her for the event. Thank you to all for attending the event. Without your support, obviously nothing's possible. But we will definitely get in touch with Lyndal for any future communication. And thank you.
Thank you.
Good.